Alright, this video will cover all fraction operations, meaning addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So, buckle your seatbelt, my friends. It's going to be a wild ride. Alright, first, adding and subtracting fractions. In order to add or subtract fractions, you need to have a common denominator. That is the thing to remember here. So, when you're looking at this 2/3 and 1/4, think what number do they both go into? Both going to 12, so I could take 2/3 and multiply by 4/4 plus 1/4 and multiply by 3/3 because I'm trying to get that common denominator. This is going to be then 4 times 2 is 8. Go straight across. 4 times 3 is 12 plus 1 times 3 is 3. 4 times 3 is 12. Now I have a common denominator. I add the numerators. 8 plus 3 is 11, and I keep the denominator. There is my answer. Okay? Now, when you have a mixed number, I suggest you make them improper first. You don't have to, but there will definitely be occasions where you will need to. And then when you go to multiplication, you have to. So you might as well just do it. So the way to do that, you do 8 times 3 plus the 1. 3 times 8 is 24, plus the 1 on top is 25. Keep the denominator. Minus 4 times 5 is 20, plus 1 is 21/4. And then I need a common denominator. I can use 8, so I'll take this fraction and multiply by 2/2. I have 25/8 minus 42/8. And then you look, you say, but I can't do 25 minus 42. Of course you can. Remember, the same thing as plus a negative. 25 plus a negative 42 is equal to a negative 17/8. Then 8 goes into 17 2 times, but the negative will come out here, okay, on the integer portion. What's left over? 1/8. So it's negative 2 1/8 is your answer. Now let's multiply and divide fractions. To multiply and divide fractions, you do not need a common denominator. If you did, it wouldn't hurt anything, though. For multiplication, you multiply numerator by numerator, denominator by denominator. You can cross simplify if you want to. So here, it's easy enough just to do 2 times 1 is 2, over 3 times 4 is 12. This can be reduced by dividing top and bottom by 2, pulling that common factor out, and you get 1/6 as your answer. Now to divide fractions. First, what you want to do is you multiply, you take the first fraction and you multiply it by the reciprocal of the second fraction. The reciprocal is the fraction flipped. Remember, you can only cross simplify once the problem has been changed to multiplication. So this is the same thing as 2/3 times 4/1. 4 times 2 is 8/3. This is 2 2/3 because 3 goes into 8 2 times. There's 2 left over. All right. When you have mixed numbers, whether it's for multiplication or division, you must make them improper first. So 8 times 1 is 8, plus 1, I have 9/8. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5, so times 5/4. This is equal to 45/32. 32 goes into 45 once. There's 13 left over. Keep the denominator. Cool? Moving on, my last sample. Oops, I went the wrong way. If you have decimals and fractions in the same problem, then you need to convert them to either all decimals or all fractions. So let's convert this to all fractions, shall we? Because we like fractions. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5/2. I did that because I have to, because I have multiplication. I need to make that improper. This is times 25 hundredths, 25/100, divided by 1/5. Now, 25 hundredths is the same thing as 1/4. If you reduce it, you pull the common factor of 25 out, it is 1/4. And this is divided by 1/5. Do the first part. 5 times 1 is 5, over 4 times 2 is 8. I'm going to change this to multiplication and do the reciprocal. And then I have 25 over 8. 8 goes into 25 3 times. 1 left over. Keep the denominator. Pretty cool, huh?